Hey guys, just out at the 70 acres that is mine and Gage's, and we're gonna run the trail here across the property. And I've brought 4 trail cameras. I want to set them up and leave them. I set up cameras at Grant's last week, and I'll show you guys some of that footage as well too. I'd like to set one up right here on the beginning of the trail because somebody keeps coming through, and we had this orange plastic chain set up and they keep breaking it. I don't want to run a real chain or a cable across there because when I was a kid once, riding my dirt bike on the 4-wheeler trails out here, a few miles that way, I got hit by a cable right across the chest and knocked me right off my dirt bike. Somebody had strung up an old rusty cable. So yeah, nobody should be here on this property, but in the same vein, I don't want to kill some kid who just takes the wrong trail and ends up on somebody's property that shouldn't be there. But I would like to get them on trail camera so then I can say, stay the hell out of there. We also have the guy that hunts here all the time, right? No doubt he's still back here hunting. So I'm going to put up 4 new cameras in new locations. And see, well, we'll take a walk in here and see if there's any signs of people being in here. So my brother and I share the whole 158 acres. I own this back half that's to the east of his half. And then it runs parallel. There's 2 roads, one that runs down the length of it and one that runs across the top of it. But we share it all. We don't actually have it legally split or anything yet. It's hard to split property out here. So right now, and it's better this way because I told my brother, take the 4-wheeler, go down here. We only have one trail that goes right down the length of the property. And I just told him, if you're out here and using it, that'll stop the guy from coming in here poaching if he knows we're here. And, it kind of protects my cameras a little bit too, because anyone out here, you can't get cell service. So I can't buy cameras that automatically shoot the pictures up to the cloud or my phone or wherever. So they steal my camera. It's the way it is, right? And it sucks. So you got to be sneaky. You got to point a camera at a camera at a camera and hide them so that if somebody does tamper with them, you get them on one of the other cameras. You put one basically as bait right on the trail saying, take me. And then hidden, 20 feet away, you got another one filming that camera. So we know there's deer in here. We know there's moose in here. We got, you know, we only had the cameras out at Grant's for 2 weeks, and they're only 100 yards behind his house. And he gets as much stuff on those cameras there as I do on mine. So there are tons of critters out here to capture, and I love taking stock of what's here. I'll show you guys what else we got right behind this place. I mean, there's like a dozen things that we got in 2 weeks. Check this out. All right, there's the second one set up, pointing down the trail. I'm gonna build a little off-grid cabin here somewhere on my 78 acres. I don't know where, but it's gonna be off of this trail, obviously, because then it's easy to get to. Nice old hemlocks right here. So if you guys remember last year, the only trail camera that was sent to me was from Cam Park. It was our first 4K camera, and it's actually set up on the hill, you know, 700 yards behind my house. It's been out for a year. I have not brought it back in. It's still running great. 4K footage is amazing from that camera. The only issue with that camera was right from day one, the sound didn't work, has never worked. So, but I love the video quality we get from that thing. It's amazing. It's been out there. It's running off its own little solar panel that came with it for a year. Well, guess what? Cam Park just contacted me the other day and said, hey, we've got this year's model we want to send you and have you review and check out. 60 megapixels, okay? Yeah, I don't believe it's probably not a true 60 megapixels, but it might be a true 20 megapixel. You know, all the trail cameras that we have to date, they're only 4, 5, 6 megapixel sensors, but they interpolate and extrapolate and do whatever wizardry to give you, basically they're just making the pictures bigger. And that gives you your 18 or your 20 megapixels that we currently have on all our cameras. This new one they're sending me, $200 American, so that's like 260 Canadian. So that's, I love getting stuff like that because we're going to use it, we're going to actually test it, and it's something that works on my channel that I like. I turn so much junk down, guys. I just can't be bothered. I'm not a friggin' advertising site for, you know, all this equipment. If it's something I can use, like the Olight flashlights, we did that for a while. Yeah, we'll run a partnership with somebody as long as it's something I think is actually cool and going to work and something that we can actually use or that I want to use or try out. So stay tuned. That review will be coming up shortly. 60 megapixels. Yeah, I can't wait to see that one. It's ever raining now. That's the third one. I wanted to go in here another quarter mile and set up the fourth one, but it is pouring. Call me crazy, but I've always been drawn to this little spot here with these great big hemlocks. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always loved this little clearing right in here. This might be a perfect little spot. I mean, I don't want to say that I want to build a cabin under these big, huge trees because that's crazy, but I mean, they've been here, you know, 100 years. They'll probably be here another 100, you know, just to put a little cabin right in here. You know, 10 by 20 or something, or over here. I love these trees. They are special old trees. I really do think that right there would be a great spot for a little cabin. You know, then you're 15, 20 feet away, although that one would be leaning right towards the cabin. But I really like this section of woods right here, guys. I'm drawn to it. All right, there's the last one. Let's get out of here before I get any wetter. It's pointing down the trail. That's the best I can do for today.